I've just heard something from you.
Yes.
You were saying that engineering what?
Financial engineering.
Financial engineering.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what does it mean, financial engineering?
Well, basically, what it means in a business the way I am, right?
Yeah.
A way of where you can finesse capital in your own business.
Yeah.
So that you can deliver your services.
Yeah.
While without having the impediments of capital is delaying me.
Yeah.
Or things like that. It's the way I just did.
Okay.
Okay. How do I structure my business?
Yeah. Emmanuel.
Yes.
Yo, it's done now.
It's done. Almost. We can
Almost
say
done.
Almost done.
When you say almost, what do you mean?
We are almost at the end.
Okay.
We just have to close that very
gap
small
there.
section.
And then after that,
you
are on the money.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
I think what will be left is to paint it up.
Okay. So you're going to put markings for the vehicles to park when they're parking.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. So it's basically we leave it for a month.
Yeah.
Before we paint, so that it cures, and then after that we then come. Yeah. However, the client wants to design their parking system.
Okay.
We then put in the stripes, paint it up.
Okay.
Make it more beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you've put the tarmac. I see this guy is just doing some touch-up there.
Some touch-ups there. So that is at least finishing up a very fine layer somewhere where there is grooves and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just trying to get it all flat and smooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is like, we can just say day 2. You know, the day 1, we saw you had lumped the whole place.
Yes.
And then after that, you said you primed.
You primed.
After you primed.
Yes.
And now you've been throwing the tarmac.
Yeah. Now this is the official tarmac.
The official tarmac.
Genuine tarmac. The one you see on the road here, no different.
But I can see that, you know, when you're doing this is big jobs.
Yes.
Yeah. But when you do these big jobs and you're starting small, it's not an easy task.
It's not an easy task.
Eh?
Too many headaches.
Too many headaches.
Too many headaches. Especially where I am, you have to really manage. You know, I don't have much to do with.
Yeah.
So with whatever resources I have to make sure I handle everything within the budget we agreed for with the client. Because I can't tell them that extend me an extra credit. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, you tend to lose trust.
Yeah.
So I have to manage with whatever little I have, with whatever resources I can, to make sure everything happens.
And if I look at this, the main resource that you have yourself, I can say it is the trust.
It's the trust.
Because first of all, customer needs to trust that you can be able to do the job.
Yes.
And once they trust you, they're going to give you a loan in the form of a deposit for you to be able to do the job.
Basically,
because as much as I've observed you,
you
don't have the advantage of having capital, like money, for you to be able to do your work.
The bare little we have and the customers' deposits are what makes this possible.
Yeah.
So it is one customer at a time. And actually, that was my first struggle, was to build that trust.
To build the
trust.
As
I said last time, moving door to door, you don't have proof of what you have done.
Yeah.
So right now, with each and every customer, I'm building trust.
Yeah.
We are getting referrals from them because they know that, yes, we can deliver. It is possible.
Possible.
Yes. If anybody ever doubted in Malawi,
now you can do it.
Tarmac
shown that it's, you know, I can actually sit on it. Look at me.
Definitely.
The tarmac is done.
Tarmac is done. Yes.
So another thing that I've also observed is that your customer service is going to allow you to be able to employ your customer so that they become your salesman.
Basically, that's,
so they'll be looking for business for you also.
Yes. My main thing is to just make sure I deliver best for my customer.
Yeah.
Whatever nitty-gritty, I don't leave the site until he or she inspects it and make sure that each and everything is tuned to what they want.
Yes.
Yes, that's the only time I can say, well, okay, now I can move on from this stage. We can move on to another stage also. Yeah. Because the main thing is customer service.
Customer service.
Because I know that without the customer, there's nothing I can...
Yeah. And you have also said to me that sometimes you are running this business at a loss.
Yes.
Because you just want to secure that referral.
Yes.
Yes. Very difficult way of doing business.
Very difficult way. See, basically, I'm beginning, right?
Yeah.
So there's a project here and there. You don't have numerous projects as they go, but in the future, as they come all together, they'll become more niche together. That you can operate this and that can cater for that. But now they're mostly one project, you operate at a loss. As I said, we are all ironing out, trying to see the nicks and the crannies. But we have the product set, everything is done. So sometimes some small delays might affect your bottom line. So that we're trying to iron out. So sometimes you make a loss, sometimes you make a profit, but as I've learned, it is all calculated at the end of the year. That's when you know exactly when you are in the red or everything has planned out. But last year, everything came out all right.
You told me that whenever you're making losses, but your losses most of the times is 20%.
Yes.
Because you are asking the customer to pay you 80% deposit.
80% deposit.
So the risk for you is the 20%.
Is the 20%.
So it's something that you can manage, because it's not always that you're going to find people that are not going to be trustworthy. But most of our customers in Malawi, they are customers that you can always trust many times.
That is the full force. That's my incentive. We'll find those that will trust. Sometimes you find those you don't trust, but it's all business, isn't it? It's all a risk, give and take. But my aim is, whether it's even the bad client, I always make sure I try to deliver for them, because evidently they will refer you
to somebody else. Even people who are going to come and going to see your work, and that is going to be like the reference to say, look what Emmanuel has done. So maybe he can come and do the work at my property.
At my property.
Now, who are your main target? Who are you targeting when you're doing this business?
My main targets are basically people who are building homes and want a car park. Business owners who want a proper professional car park done for them. All those Malawians outside who are building houses this diaspora who want also a car park. That is very much possible. We deliver. And for home use, I think I will share with you most of those pictures. We add some decorative finishes at the side, in which we put in pavers so that we spark up your place, for that home look. But as for here in the commercial spot, it's basically we paint, and that beautifies the whole aesthetics of the area.
I like the fact that you have mentioned diaspora. Many of the people who are doing business in Malawi, they ignore those people who are in diaspora. Because the people in diaspora, they are sitting at a very disadvantaged position. Many people are not trustworthy. So when they deal with people, the people are always now, at the end of the day, giving them like false hope, sometimes even stealing from them.
That's the fact.
But with the way I have talked with you, you have taught me that you have got that customer service spirit inside you. And those people, they can actually benefit from your service.
No, they can actually benefit, because even in building trust, we are registered with NCIC. So the National Construction Commission knows that we exist. We are registered there. We're 500 million category. So from a project from 0 kwacha all the way to 500 million, they have entrusted us, NCIC, that these people can deliver. So that is there's no way you cannot trust us. We will deliver, and we will make sure that we bring it up to par. You can see as our work.
I mean, the owner of this building trusted you to do this for her. It means that you are very reliable. Otherwise, they wouldn't take the risk and just give it to anybody. So somebody who is in diaspora has built their house, maybe has built a complex. They want to make to fix the driveway and put tarmac. How can they get hold of you?
You can get hold of us through our Facebook page. You can go through there, see most of our work, so that they appreciate what we do. I think I will leave you my number. They can also call me through my WhatsApp number, and call me through my my WhatsApp number is basically my Airtel number, and my calling number is my TNM number. So they can use those numbers to reach me. And then after they reach me, we can schedule a site visit. The first thing is always a site visit. So that I see your place, see how the drainage is moving. If there's no drainage, I can, we can also do that. We also do drainage for you. Because, the road is also, as I said last time, the foundation, but also the drainage.
Drainage is very important.
So if you have nowhere where the water can go, definitely
your tarmac won't last.
So basically schedule the site visit, we see the place, and then we give you a quote. Yes, and that quote varies.
All right.
Thickness you want, the type of vehicles visiting your place. Yeah, all that is factored in.
Okay. So now, there are so many young people out there.
Yes.
They have got ideas to start a business, but most of the reasons why they're not starting a business is always capital.
Yes.
But I've seen you have actually put that excuse aside.
Yeah.
The capital excuse, you put it aside.
No, put it aside.
What do you have to say to these young people who also have got some skills that they would like to start their own business?
First of all, I would say find the market.
Okay.
See now, once you grasp the market, there are people who want those services, right?
Yeah.
You might not have capital, but it's a matter of, I should say, financial engineering.
Yeah.
Find a way in which, as I said, I get deposits.
Yeah.
Find a way, I get the deposits. I use the deposits to get the job done.
Yes.
And after that, after the job is done, the client is satisfied.
Yeah.
So I don't need to have money, but I need to find a way.
Yes.
So that money finds me.
Yeah.
People rely on grants. Yes, that is all. But as I did it, I saw, okay, first of all, this is a market. People need this.
Yeah.
There were pavers. People do interlocking. I thought, okay, there's a market.
Yeah.
These people are thriving through this market.
Yeah.
How can I also capitalize on this? And then, okay, I don't have the money.
Yeah.
How can I move forth with the money? Then I brought in the deposits.
Yeah.
Before we come into your place, you pay 80% up front.
Yeah.
We come in, we do the work. And after we do the work, the customer finishes off.
Okay.
And the customer first, and the one only thing, has to be satisfied before they finish, give me that remaining 20.
Okay.
So, yeah, as I said, capital should not be something that holds you back.
Okay.
You can even start as a middleman.
Yeah.
Yes. You find something, you sell it, and you get that commission at the end.
I've just heard something from you.
Yes.
You were saying that engineering what?
Financial engineering.
Financial engineering.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what does it mean, financial engineering?
Well, basically, what it means in a business the way I am, right?
Yeah.
A way of where you can finesse capital in your own business.
Yeah.
So that you can deliver your services while without impeding, having the impediments of capital is delaying me or things like that. It's the way I just did. Okay, how do I structure my business? Okay, I don't have enough capital. How can I get it going? Okay, if I have, at first I had them pay 50%. But in the end, I saw that that 50% was not enough. I had to still put in a lot of capital to get the job done. So then I started moving it off to 60%. Then I saw 60% was still not enough. And then I saw the comfortable basis where I don't tend to lose a lot is the 80%. The customer pays the 80%. Whether that 20 delays, at least it does not cause me too many problems in my business.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how I financially engineered my capital problem.
Okay. So I've just learned something, because I also do the same. I take deposits from my clients so that I can use that money to be able to manufacture my machines. So I did not know that it's called financial engineering. Bush engineer who's doing financial engineering in his business. It's a fact.
Yes.
All right.
Because it's the only way we can survive. If you do not have basically any capital to do so, I would say start off as a middleman.
Yeah.
You for someone wants something, you know someone who can deliver that service, you start off that way.
Yeah.
Mostly it's how consultants work, isn't it?
Yes.
You consult, you help them find the market, and slowly you use that to build your capital. But with what I have seen, it should not be an excuse that you do not have money to start.
Yes.
It should never be an excuse.
All right. Okay. I see there's a lot of work being done here. That's why we're getting a lot of noise. But is there anything you would like to share with the people from Malawi and also people who are coming from diaspora?
What I would like to share is that, yes, we are extreme civils. We are here to offer all tarmac services. We do roads even. Maybe the audience did not know, we also do roads. So if there's a community out there, Airwing, Pemba, you want your roads made. You have bought land somewhere. You guys have built your houses, but you're still riding off through muddy potholes and whatnot, dusty roads. We're here. We offer the service at our standard rates, as I said last time. That's 35,000 for the 6,000 per square meter.
Okay.
So a whole community can come in. I can measure your road, give you a quotation. You all pitch in. We can pave the whole road. So from everybody, that it's not only for car parks and thing, but we also do roads.
Okay.
So the goal is that at least in Malawi, we should not all just be dust everywhere, mud everywhere.
So some of these things we can do ourselves.
We can do ourselves.
Okay.
And at the price we charge, it's very
reasonable.
Reasonable. It's market competitive. Yes.
Okay.
So there is no worries that that perception should just go out the way. Because it is possible.
So the challenges that you're facing in your business, more especially that are hindering your growth at the moment.
Yes.
Can you be able to unpack them? What are the challenges?
I think the first is that transport.
Okay.
Mobility.
Yeah.
I'm working my way towards it.
Yeah.
But mostly right now I'm aiming to get at least a 2-ton.
Yeah.
And also another thing I'm aiming to get is that thing
over there.
So right now it's the transport, because as you can see, to bring in all the equipment here, I have to be ferrying them this side. So mostly if you add up, those are the challenges I'm getting, and mostly leads to delays because you're dealing with the other people's equipment, other people's transport. That tends to impede how fast I can deliver my services. Okay. Actually, to customers. And as we go, the other one is to at least buy a small mobile asphalt plant. So that I can also move, because it also deals with delays. Yes. Having it delivered here, it also takes time. Okay. So removing all those things around me, But the other challenges I have at least knocked them off. First was the supply of bitumen, but now I have one which is very reliable. Okay. Who can also give me at a
very good price.
Another loan if I want it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So that was mostly another thing I can say. If you cannot build also that capital, it's better to build relationships. With people who supply things in your business. Because I built relationships with basically people who supply me tar. So most of the time I can get these things like, okay, man, I'll give you. First of all, I had to pay the first few rounds, but he then gauged my trustworthiness, and he said, no, we can also be ordering you for free. You can pay me back in a month or 2 months or so. So we have built that relationship. Sometimes if he needs business, I also throw it his way. Okay. So I've built trust with that supplier, and it has also been a cushioning situation. I get a very big project, at least that money for the drums, I can repurpose it somewhere else while I wait for the final payment to come in.
Wow, so we can all see that it's very important to have a good relationship with your customers, but also your internal customers who are your suppliers.
Yes.
So if you've got a good relationship with your suppliers, sometimes they can give you the products on loan so that you do the work and then you pay them later.
Yes. It's the same thing with, I had a team there in Indirande. Some people say, I built a relationship with the guy. In that now, even painting, I can say, okay, give me painting, give me work suits, give me gumboots, I'll pay you back in a month. Because I've built that relationship with him. And those people, I built it actually when I was working for someone else. Because I tend to get where I am, I used those contacts. Those contacts I gained for that 5 years I was working from 2020 till last year.
Yeah.
I built all those contacts, I kept them, and then now I deploy them. That they know me.
Yeah.
They trust me.
Yes.
We have been in business before, but yeah, they help me as we go. So as long as you have good suppliers who you negotiate with, and try not, because I always say in business, it's a win-win scenario.
Yes. Yeah.
See, sometimes you have to negotiate. Sometimes you have to let them win.
Yeah.
Sometimes they will let you win when circumstances come. But if you're always the guy who negotiates down to the last dollar, you always win. At the end of the day, you can't build a relationship with that, because you say, true. I never make money from that guy. Yeah. I always make peanuts from that guy. Why should I continue
doing business with them?
With him. They can't give you things at a discount, because sometimes you don't give them the leeway with, okay, at this time I think I'll pay this price. Yeah. So that next time you can also understand me and give me at a low.
I'm so happy to actually interact with young Malawians who are so daring and not afraid to take risks like Emmanuel. So Emmanuel, what's the vision for your company?
The vision?
Yeah.
I should say the vision is to pave Malawi.
Pave Malawi.
Pave Malawi. As I said, we do car parks, but the aim is community roads.
Yeah.
We can't have all these communities we're building around outside the cities.
Yeah.
All of them are dusty, muddy. Yeah. My goal is to make sure I should be the leading head in paving those areas.
Yeah.
My goal is to pave those areas. Communities.
Yes.
If anybody is in need of paving services, yes, we are here.
Okay.
We are here.
All right. This is great. I'm really happy. It's very nice to be here and have time to be able to speak on your territory, where you're doing your work, and see what you're doing. I see the passion that you have. I see the dedication that you have, the customer service that you are providing. I saw your client was here and she looked very satisfied with the work that you're doing.
Definitely.
So continue doing what you're doing. Don't forget, if it's your first time, to subscribe and also share the video so that other people can see what Emmanuel is doing. So Emmanuel, thank you very much.
Yeah, let's help pave Malawi.
Wish you all the best and continue paving Malawi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.